I should mention, I think this is something to do with, at least the last game did have something to do with hell, because I had a look up on whom, what was it, Ishtar, no, Astaroth, who the Babylonians called Ishtar. Now, Astaroth is from demonology. I think he's the Duke of Hell. And they are related to Astarte, who is a Near Eastern equivalent of Ishtar. Now, Astaroth, in demonology, bears little resemblance to the Near Eastern Ishtar and Astarte. They were both fertility goddesses, whereas Astaroth is a male Duke of Hell. That's really got nothing to do with anything. This was the late 19th century, and Victorian occultists tended to just sort of make shit up based on stuff they thought should be in the Bible. It's sort of fan fiction, really, this demonology. It's biblical fan fiction, really. But it was massive in the late 19th century. And clearly this game is drawing a lot of cues from the sort of Victorian occultist, spiritualist attitudes. I mean, this is an era in which spirits and ghosts and all of that was considered science, or at least presented as science. It's a cool aesthetic to build a game world out of. I really do like this. Alright, so in other words, I think that, yeah, we're dealing with some occult bullshit, yada yada yada. We got a camera, old style camera, 19th century, sorry, I don't think there were any cameras in the 18th century. If they were very rudimentary. We got a mid-19th century camera. This looks very Victorian. What's going on here? I see a photo over there, a painting over there that I think is... it almost looks like Westminster. And tarot cards. I can already see their tarot cards. So I've got... Okay, Temple Voyage Time. Temple Ship Time. Null, Death Home, Science Knowledge, Sanctuary Home, Stars, sorry. So I've got to find some tarot cards to fill in this. I think a séance happened here. Or just a tarot reading anyway. The button must be missing something. 1883, that would make sense. I think that's where we're in, so I think we're in the present day, as it were. A viewfinder. That goes on the camera, I think. Bailey and Sons, Lawyers to the Shipping Trade, 13 King George's Gate, Westminster, SWI, 5th March, 1883. Miss Margaret Cox, I am writing to you for the final time before I begin the proceedings I have brought to your attention. Since my brother's disappearance, you have attached yourself to my mother like a leech. For her sake, I would prefer this to be quiet, but you are a charlatan and a fraud, and I will expose you as such if I must. Leave her be, or else the paper has offered me a full page. Robert Bailey. So a lawyer is threatening to sue a charlatan, which goes to what I was saying just now of the history of occult fascination in the Victorian era. So this is thematically pretty neat. So it's all the last one was just like little bits of puzzles with some lore scattered in. This now seems to be sort of almost historical, time-traveling kind of romp. I like it. Alright, so the viewfinder goes on the camera. Now, I don't know much about these cameras. I think the viewfinder would go back here. It definitely looks like that turns up. That opens up a small metal handle. Bet the metal handle goes here. I don't know how accurate this is to an actual camera of this era, but for some reason I want to believe that they put a lot of effort into making this actually work properly. But the one thing I want to have a look at is this. That looks like it moves. It does. It might not, but I think there might be a focusing ring. Alright, we got another little handle object here. There's the lens. There's no flash bulb, so we'll need to find that. Okay. We've got a desk here. There's a envelope on the ground. Maggie Cox, 17 Franklin Court, London. E7. For Simon Grayston, aka the Great Khan, what has become of you? You know I can tell when you're lying. I was the only one who you could never fool. I know you have it. Have you started playing without me? It sounds magnificent. This pressman isn't going to leave me alone, and you owe me Sao. Or is it Sun? Since when can you resist putting on a performance? We'll be pioneers. I'll be at the Lion at 9 o'clock. You'll be there. I know you. Mags. I should probably have tried a different accent for that one. What has become of you? You know I can tell when you're lying. I was the only one you could never fool. But the handwriting's a bit too good to be sort of a street urchin accent. Anyway. So that's the charlatan whom the lawyer is attempting to... not blackmail, but just like get off his mother's case. Hang on. Contact your deceased loved ones. Okay, so she's a... I hate these people in real life. She's a medium, a spiritual person, people who are generally just trying to take advantage of vulnerable people. I despise these leeches of humanity. They are the worst. I'm assuming I need a specific combination of ups and downs. I'm going to find out what they are. That might just open. Doesn't look like it's blocked. Yeah, there it is. We got a torn old piece of photograph. If you are here, then my travails have not been in vain. If nothing else, my promise to you gave me purpose. If I was damned for trapping you here, then now I can offer you my redemption. Finally, I hold the key. The secret to this world of worlds, this place of endless places. With it, you may lift the veil, peek behind the curtain. We do not have to take the path that is offered, but I think we're going to regardless. I'm not sure how much like latitude I have in all this because it's a video game, and like with all video games, I'm kind of required to do things a certain way. I should be looking around. There we are. We got another 4. That doesn't move. There's 2 more here, so we got 4 digits in Roman numerals. I'm going to do a quick look around, by the way, with the eyepiece in. I suppose I can look through the viewfinder yet. Okay, we got this here as well. I didn't even notice. Okay, that torn piece of photograph goes in there. I've got to open this cabinet. Okay, some odd key has to go in there. There's something on that plate as well, that piece of china. Doesn't seem to be anything on the table itself. I thought it was a shimmer. I thought it was shimmering. A small key. Okay, well, it's been a while since I've done a key puzzle. Like they had a few of those in the first game. I reckon that has to be in a specific configuration to fit there. Oh no, that's got nothing to do with that. All right, is there another keyhole somewhere? But it does turn around, so I do have to find the right configuration for it. It's just not for that lock. It looks entirely different. On the clock, perhaps? Not the clock, the camera? I didn't look at the... Okay, so you're kind of limited to where you can look, so I'm not focusing on the fireplace. Much as I kind of want to. check the legs. Sometimes things are on the legs. Ah, 5. Hold on. This is 4, and there's a line above and below it. There's a 5 below the whole thing, so... Is it 3? Might be, but it might not be, so let's not jump to any conclusions. This is on wheels. Would you want it on wheels? Maybe it moves. Candelabra, no. There's a bulb in there, but I don't think it's a flash bulb. I don't think it'd work as a flash bulb. No. The cabinet. I don't even know what those Roman numerals actually, like, represent. I haven't seen any other Roman numerals around here. Hang on, I'm just stretching. Okay. I've got a key for which I can't seem to find a lock. I've got a photograph, but I need to find another key. How would I... Face has been scratched out of that one, by the way. Alright. Looks like it'd be opened from the back. But where does that fit? Okay, is there any information on the notes? Be at the Lion at 9 o'clock. E7. I noticed the postal numbers for the London area. SW1, but I don't know if I can tell whether that means anything. Check each of the chairs. I'm looking for more tarot cards as well, I'm sure of it. Is there anything on the back of this, by the way? No. There's a combination, I'm sure. There's also a token that goes in here. One of these. So that's got to be somewhere. Okay, whatever I'm missing, I'm going to need... some extra help in figuring it out. I want the bookshelf. Anything on the camera? I feel like I've searched everything around here now. Can't zoom in on that again. There's got to be... But then what does it mean? Oh, hold on. Five... 4... No, I thought I had something there. Something to do with the Roman numerals and those switches, but nothing. 5... They've got 4 switches each. There's a torn photograph behind the glass. Yes, I see that. He's got the tarot cards. He's got a pocket watch in his hand. Can I not just break this? That book also looks like it has a latch on it. Yeah, I might be a little stuck right now. I'm missing something. Fucking hell. It went the other way. That's very annoying. I'm alright. Took me ages to get there. This is a typewriter. Very, very slow typewriter. Okay, hang on. Before I keep looking at that, let's search. That comes back. Okay, I've got this is what those Roman numerals are for. Let's see if I can find the correct combination. What I might do is, yeah, just give me the, come on. Does it give me the silhouette? No, it doesn't this time. Okay. There we are. There's that piece. Which I have to nudge stuff away to gain access to. And then we've got 2. Also infinity. Those are 2 very different numbers. One of them isn't a number. So, okay, so these drawers have to be pulled out. This has to be 2. This has to be 4. This has to be 5. And that will open something. Wow, that's impressive. And give me a flash bulb. How did it hinge around that section? Okay, well, that's something else I have to do. Ah, puzzle box. Oh, a quarter of a puzzle box anyway. I have to get that down there, so... That only connects to there. So I think what I have to do is get that down to there. I'm gonna start guessing. I could go backwards, but I can't be bothered this time. It's gonna suck when I have to backtrack. There we are. Cosmos! Finally, I'm getting new tarot cards. This is stars. Let's also just add that to there. Giving me a metal lever. That goes probably on the camera somewhere. Alright, let's put down the stars card. Okay. Let's install the flash bulb. It's stuck for an age, and then, of course, you figure it out. I bet the lever goes on here. No, apparently not. Ah, that goes on the typewriter. Not that I specifically know what to do with the typewriter. Oh. Apple. Okay, try the word infinity. What if I use up all the paper? Ooh, okay, that's creepy. We begin at home, starting at the stars, staring at the stars. So much to discover. So little time. We began at home, staring at the stars. So much... Okay, stars, discovery, time. There's got to be a combination of tarot cards that makes sense there, so... If I do... No, I still need 2 more tarot cards. Null and Death. Before I can start doing tarot readings. Is this just, by the way... Is that just gonna work? No, the flash bulb is installed, but I don't... it's still missing something. Alright. Anything else we're missing over here? We start at the stars. Was it discovery? I don't know. God. I'm reduced back to this until I figure out what obvious thing I'm missing this time. Ah, there we are. Okay, freaky. Unpleasant as well. Why were they jumping around like that? Okay, so we start at home. Sanctuary. Let's double check that. It seemed like there were 4 like cards there, but there's only 3 options. Staring at the stars. So much to discover, so little time. Alright. Home. Home, stars. Knowledge. Home, stars, time. There it is. Alright, I'm contacting the other world. Oh, look at the outside. It's actually... like there's a street out there. We're in London town. Voyage. Alright. Which is this one. Or do you want to write out voyage on the typewriter? Countless ships bore us, triumphant to a hidden temple. It was at home you proved a shallow friend. Ships, temple, home. Okay. See what this one gets us. Ship, temple, home. And if I'm not mistaken, it's talking about the Null element. Dug up in the new world and transported by ship back to the old. The ghosts... oh, it just broke the wine glass. We're really pissing off the ghosts about now. Where are you getting the chalk from? Endless. As opposed to infinity. Why not? Under these alien stars, I courted only death. I am saved by science. My muse... series of blanks. Up, up. Okay, up, up, down, 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 up. That's the answer to this one. Up, down, down, up. There's death. The death tarot card. Cool. Scary sound, not making me afraid at all. Death. Okay, so what was the words exactly? You want me to input stars, death, science. My muse. That's, yeah, stars, death. Science, go ahead. They really don't like it. These ghosts are just like, piss off, I'm trying to sleep. Hope. How many more of these are there going to be? If there's a greater meaning to this, I've lost track of it in that last sentence. Maybe it's talking about the medium, but we'll see. The Null graced me with time. For a dozen lives work. Now death returns to take his due. Actually, so I need the Null. I need the Null card. Okay, that's a problem. A small bell. That fell off. That mean anything? Well, I picked it up, so yeah. I think it might have the key in it. For the clapper from the bell. Clapper? Is that what they're called, these bits of the bell? Yep, there's the key for that. I suppose it matters which way I turn it. Finally. There we go. Let's start with this. There might not actually be anything. It might just be a bolt plate. That definitely looks like it is something. Match up. Open. Ah. No, that's the other end of the plate. A decorative plate that goes into this section. Doesn't need that. It just needs to align. Hold on. Both sides have got to align. What am I missing? Hold on. There it is. That's that. There we are. Khan. Is that another thing I've got to type? Can I read all of these back? Alright, I'm going to type in Khan. Ah, damn it. Did I spell that wrong? Or is it not? Oh, I did spell it wrong. Excuse me. Okay. Third time's a charm. On spelling a four-letter frickin' word. I've just done it again. Ignore me. It's some foreign word. I don't know how to spell it. Okay, now I spelled it right and it's still not... I'm supposed to be doing. So... Oh, this also goes in here. Brass dial. Shit, now I don't know where that goes. Somewhere on the... Oh, hold on. There's the picture. No, I don't think it goes on the camera. Khan. Brass dial. I don't remember anywhere needing a brass dial. I'm in trouble. This one's harder than the last game, or at least it just doesn't, like, gel with my brain as well as the last game did. Why the words Khan, if they're not going to be relevant? And can you not get this door open? Because I'm fairly certain I got a slot in the... Like, what does Khan do? Nope. I can't take another picture. There's nowhere else on this to input a dial. This is the third time this has happened, and I think, like, the last two times I'm gonna have to... I can't cut it because that would look suspicious. I'm gonna have to speed it up. But I can't just sit here and show you me clicking around for God knows how long this is going to take me before I find the obvious thing I've missed that presumably everyone and their dog will have figured out by now. One of the things I do like about these sorts of games is that they make you feel smart, but they also make you feel very, very dumb. I just don't know where they go. It's as simple as that. It goes somewhere, but I don't know where, and I've got to... Sorry, Safe Company. That doesn't help me. Maybe it doesn't need. The Null graced me with time for a dozen lives. Null, time, death is the setup for the next one, but I don't have the Null card. Here's the thing. It's obviously behind this glass. I just don't know how to open it. And what? Where do I get? Where does the word "can" come into it? Ah, strange book. There's always a book latch. Dial. Alright, now I've got to make Khan here. I forgot the H again. And in the safe is the Null tarot card. They really kept that one secure. Okay. Now I'm really going to piss off the ghosts. They're not going to like this bit. Double check the order. Null, time, death. Null, time, death. I like the design of the null element a lot. This is... Poltergeists are now attacking me. And... what... I could have done that with my fist. We didn't need a ghost to do that. But fine. That turns it into a shimmery thing. And inside of it... is a dead man. That's the second skull we've seen today. He's at the table now. I don't know. Ooh. He's still got a bit of flesh left on him as well. Ew. He's well dressed though. Now you see the truth of it. Time within this place works differently from without. An hour, a day, a century, who is to say? A pity I had to wait here to see you on your final step of the journey. Everything is in readiness. Take this. Use it to find the room. Is that you? Oh, you're holding a timepiece. Okay, there's the clockwork dimension. Yeah, why not? An ornate key. Who's banging? Guarantee you that gets used in here. Ooh. It's gloopy. I'm gonna touch it. Chapter complete. Anybody there? Complete chapter 4. You are to be congratulated. You escaped the curious events of the Séance. Do they use tarot cards in séances? I don't know. Like I said, I don't deal with any of this nonsense. With all your faculties intact. Not entirely sure that I did, if I'm honest.